Hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about scrapbooking. So scrapbooking is a great way to organize and keep your memories with pictures and things that happen in your life. And it is a great hobby to have. I have scrapbooks all over my house of all different things. And every time I look at them, I just get transported back to when those events happened and get to see my kids as they grow up. And it's a really, really great hobby to have. So I know that if you've ever been into Michael's or, AC Moore, that you know that there's a lot of scrapbooking stuff there. There's all kinds of paper and tools and stickers and stuff. And those things are fun to have, but you don't need those things to make a great scrapbook. The only thing you need to make a great scrapbook is your pictures. So I'm gonna make a scrapbook page today with just some stuff that I have around the house that you probably have too. So we're gonna start with two pictures. Okay, I've got two pictures of my girl playing softball, and I've got some fun colored paper, and I've got scissors and a ruler. So we're gonna start there. So you want to take your paper. This is going to be the base paper. This is the page that the scrapbook is on. And then you're going to have your pictures. So I want this picture to be a little bit smaller than it is. So what I'm going to do is take a ruler and I'm going to draw lines on the picture where I want to cut it. Okay? I'm just going to take a regular pen and draw two lines where I want to cut the picture. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it. And just try to be, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try and make it a little straight. And that way, your picture, you can fit more pictures on a page if you cut out the stuff that's not really important. Okay? So there's my picture, smaller than it was. So then I'm going to take another color paper and I'm going to mat the picture. That makes it stand out over, the color stand out a little better. So like this is what it would look like with no mat. But then if I put the mat under it, it makes it pop out more. So you want your mat to be just a little bit bigger than the picture. So I cut this picture to be 4 inches by 4 inches. So I cut my mat to be 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So then you're going to stick the picture to the mat. There's lots of different kinds of glue and tape that you can use. This one that I have is special for scrapbooking. It's called an ATG, but you don't have to have a big one like this. They sell very small ones. The only thing that I would say is don't use regular glue because it'll make the paper wavy. It gets wet and it makes the paper kind of crumple up. But you can use double-sided tape if you want. The best thing to use is any kind of adhesive that says acid-free on it because it'll last longer. But I have plenty of scrapbooks that I just use Scotch tape for and they last as well. So you're gonna put the tape on the paper, on the picture rather, and then you're gonna glue it right in the middle of your mat so that the mat shows on all sides of it like this, okay? And then we'll leave that there for now. Then I have another picture that I want to use, which I want to leave it big so that you can see the ball coming at her. So I'm going to take the same thing, the mat that's a little bit bigger than the picture. I didn't cut this picture at all, so this is 4 by 6, and this mat is 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stick the picture on here, just like that. So now we have our pictures. So then we're going to place our pictures on the pages. So you can take your glue, or your double-sided adhesive, and stick the pictures where you want them on the page. So that one's going to go on top here. And I'm going to put this one kind of down at the bottom here. I'm going to leave a little space for some other fun things on this side. So another great thing about scrapbooking is journaling. And that just means writing down the story of what happened that day. So say you're on vacation and you're at the beach and you see dolphins in the water. That's pretty cool, and you want to remember that. So you can just write down, I just use a regular index card, and I wrote down what happened this day. Kylie hit a great ball and she got an RBI and they won the game. And that's all it has to be. You can write them on a regular index card or on more scraps of colored paper, however you like to do it. And just tell the story about why you're scrapbooking this particular picture. You don't have to do it for every page, but it is fun if there's something significant that happens. So I'm going to put the glue on this, and then I'm going to stick it, I'm going to overlap it on this picture because this corner of the picture doesn't have much going on. See, there's the batter and there's the ball over here, but this corner's doesn't have anything happening. So I'm going to overlap this to save some space for some more stuff, just like that. So we've got our pictures and we've got our journaling. And then you can embellish. Now you can embellish with whatever you want. You can get stickers. You can put pictures and words that you cut out of magazines. So I have these stickers that are little baseballs. So I'm going to put a baseball sticker on here. Stick the baseball sticker right here, right in the middle, like that. And then I also have this little card. Now, you can also draw on here. You can write more stuff. You can put more pictures. You can do whatever you like. The best thing about scrapbooking is that there's no rules. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So if I had a great day at the beach and I wanted to write all about it, but I didn't have any pictures, you could do a scrapbook page with no pictures. You would just do, write your story about what you did at the beach, and maybe you could put like a postcard from the beach that you were at. Or even if you just did the story with a bunch of colored paper. However you want to do it. There's no rules with scrapbooking, which is the best. So say right here, I want to draw a picture, okay? So I'm going to draw on my page like I'm going to try and draw a baseball, okay? And then I draw my baseball, and I don't really like the way it looks, right? I don't think that's a very good baseball. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it looks like an Easter egg. The other great thing about scrapbooking is that you can always cover up things that you mess up. So I drew this on here and I don't like it. So I'm going to take this that I have that I cut out of a magazine, and I'm just going to put some glue on it. I'm going to stick it right over the thing that I don't like. I have done that so many times on so many scrapbook pages, you don't even know. Anything you mess up, you can cover up with more paper. So that's our scrapbook page. This is on a regular 8.5 by 11 paper. So it can go in a binder, just like you have for school. I like to stick them into like the sheet protectors and just put them in a binder. You can do more pictures on the back so that you can turn the page and have more pictures on the next page. Or if you want a different color for your next page, you can just take a different color, make another scrapbook page, and put them back to back inside the sleeve, and then it'll turn and you'll have this paper, and then it'll turn and be like that. Okay? So the cool thing with scrapbooking is that you can put anything in a scrapbook. So I put pictures and a couple of stickers and a little story in mine. But you can also put things like newspaper articles. You know, my family got their picture in the paper for no reason, so we can scrapbook this. You can put cards if your mom sends you a birthday card that you really like, or your friend writes you a really nice message in a card. You can put the card in. You can put ticket stubs. So, like if you go to a play or a movie that you really liked, you can put the ticket stub in there and write all about the movie and how great it was. Or you can put like these brochures when you go places. Sometimes they have brochures like this. You can put these in there. And if you put the sticky on the back, then when you stick it down, it'll still open up on the front. You can take it out of the sleeve and open it and look at it. So there are so many fun things that you can do with a scrapbook. It is my favorite thing to do, and that is why they asked me to make this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if anybody has any questions about scrapbooking or wants to know more, I can certainly be reached at the Boys and Girls Club to help.